Did you know that fewer than half the world's cultures engage in romantic kissing? Actually, I've known that for a long time. Most people know that, don't they? It's like kissing is just a cultural phenomenon. As is this. Listen. Dark. Cold. Vast. Shards falling. Shapelessness. Formlessness. A wheeling as of stars. Yes. You are inside my cerebral cortex, suckling on my thoughts. So that was an entry for Little Litten, which is a contest for people to invent a terrible beginning to a novel, to an imaginary novel. And it's like, yeah, you read that and you're just like, bless your heart. Keep on writing. But actually, I think it'd make a good introduction to this, because I would love for you to suckle on some of my facts. They're not really my facts. They're the world's facts. They're your facts. I'm simply transmitting them. I'm transmitting things like, did you know that in ancient Rome, women would drink turpentine to make their urine smell sweet like roses? Turpentine! I need to get my hands on some of that so that I can impress people at a party. I mean, that would be a pretty good party trick. Pretty impressive. I mean, can you imagine going into the bathrooms and everything just smells amazing? And you could rub it on you. Actually, that's an interesting thing. So like if you were a male giraffe, or if you were a female giraffe, actually, if you were a female giraffe, you would urinate into the male giraffe's mouth, and he would taste it and determine your quality. And then he'd be like, all right, I'm going to chase you. And then you, as the female giraffe, would run away, hoping that some other male giraffe would notice, and then there would be a battle. I think that's how they do it. In Morocco, I think, Kenya. There's so many countries in Africa. I once memorized all the countries in the world, but then it just vanished. So in other African-related facts, which I know so little about, actually just an African gray parrot, which probably wasn't even African. It was probably, I wonder if this parrot considered itself African or American, because I believe that Alex lived in America, but still is called the African parrot. Oh, so annoying. I think David Sedaris had a whole story about animal characters that were plagued with insecurities about the fact that they were named something like the potbelly pig. Was like really insecure about the fact that people just assumed he had a potbelly, even though he worked out a lot and really wanted to run for office and all that sort of thing. So anyway, this African gray parrot is the only non-human that we know of that has asked an existential question. He asked, what color am I? What color am I? Yes. So, fascinating. I love animal facts. They're the best. So I guess, oh, this one's pretty good too. So one of my favorite facts so far, I'm going to repeat. It's just like, what is the only organ in the body that named itself? The brain, or the brain is the only organ. Okay, this one's along those lines. So the modern Ouija board got its name by the company asked the board what it should be called, and it came out Ouija, or O-U-I-J-A, and then I'm sure that they like said, let's make this sound mysterious or something. I'd love to know what that meeting was like. Anyway, that's how the Ouija board was named. It's simply capitalism. There's no real mysticism. It's just randomness, and then people pile on all this meaning. And now, if you have... Actually, I have a Ouija candle in this room. That's so funny. Right here. Ouija candle. Part of the marketing line for the Ouija board. Did you know that the CIA burns classified documents to heat their water? Yeah, I mean, it's actually, I looked into this one, and it's just part of their like sustainability program. Like, they need to burn a lot of documents, and so it's actually them going green. Like, it's a PR move. But still, it's funny to think that like they're doctoring so much info that they're, yeah, you get the joke. You get why it's funny. Yeah. I kind of just want to read more Little Lytton entries. There's one great one about what is it? A tear rolled down her face like a tractor. David, she said tearfully, I don't want to be a farmer no more. The boy. Oh no, I won't even read that one because I don't want to swear. Just kidding, I should swear. For the first month of Ricardo and Felicity's affair, they greeted one another at every stolen rendezvous with a kiss, a lengthy, ravenous kiss, Ricardo lapping and sucking at Felicity's mouth as if she were a giant cage-mounted water bottle and he were the world's thirstiest gerbil. What is it? There's this one about where is that one? The romantic ones are great because it's just like, ew, that sounds like the worst romance. So this one, like, imagine opening up a book and reading, as we gazed into each other's eyes, Colin moved the front bits of hair off my face. I guess this is, I'm going musky voice. Colin moved the front bits of hair off my face and put them with my other hair. You're like, ooh, that's really going to be a stimulating read. I'm going to go back to facts. Let's see. Okay. So, I'm not really an animal person, so I kind of like this fact because did you know that more than 86,000 people per year in the United States, they're injured by tripping over their cats and dogs? So not only are they dependent on you, they're dangerous in more ways than just what you would think of. Just tripping over the things. You probably hurt them too. What a rotten relationship. I'm just kidding. I don't hate animals. I actually have a pet that I love. But even more dangerous. Okay, so while sudden heart attacks are rare, 75% of sudden onset heart attacks, which I don't completely know what that means, but they happen to men who are cheating on their wives, which is pretty hilarious, really. I mean, I guess that a lot of people, that's like how they would like to go out. It'd be very romantic to die while having sex, but I think that the reality of it is that you're having a heart attack and it's really painful and not that pleasant at all. So I wonder if any of them, like, they're just like, oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I'm doing what I really love. Anyway. Oh, this is interesting. Kind of on a, no, okay, in California, 3 other states, I looked it up, but Delaware, something like that. Ladies' nights are against the law because they really are gender discrimination. Like, it's amazing that that actually hasn't happened in all the states because it seems obvious, like according to the Constitution, that kind of thing would be illegal, but it's kind of just been tolerated because it's a way that clubs get more girls into their clubs and get the gender ratios a little better. So, yeah, it makes sense. What doesn't make sense is that Anne Frank has been baptized by the Mormon Church at least 9 times. But what does make sense is that mankind has left 96 bags of urine, feces, and vomit on the moon. And did you know that Crayola crayons, they smell like that because they use beef fat for part of the waxiness in there. I think I'm going to leave you with this one. Maybe. Or maybe I'll do another one after it, but you won't know. Maybe I will read a little Lytton entry right before I say goodbye. But during Prohibition, the U.S. Congress had its own bootlegger so that senators and congressmen could still drink alcohol. And I believe that there's, like, in Britain to this day, like, alcohol is illegal, except on one occasion is when, like, the Speaker of their house reads the budget. Like, I guess it's part of their tradition that they get up and get really drunk and read the budget, which is pretty funny. Okay, so I'm gonna leave with this one, which I have it in my mind, so I can't even find it in my list that I was collecting. So I'm just gonna leave. It's like, it looks like the continent is out of water, I said in Antarctica, as a rookery of penguins waddled thirstily by. Would you want to read that book? Let me know.